Hey guys, today we are going to go out to the driveway and we're going to mount a vise, a pretty big vise. I bought it when I was a kid and it's been in my dad's garage forever. Did have another vise out there I was going to put up, but then I upgraded to the bigger vise. So let's go out there and see how that goes. All right, guys, we're out by the garage right here, and I've wanted a vise for a while by the garage. I don't have one in the garage, it's really sturdy. So I'm going to take this vise, and I just chiseled out this piece of asphalt right here next to these steps right here. And so I'm going to, we're going to drill in, auger in here, and we're going to set an I-beam in here. And then we're going to mount the vise about 36 inches high. So it's like about bench height, so I can work right here. And then off of that, we're going to put a railing for the step. And that'll come swing back down. So it'll be two practical things in once. We'll get a new vise out here, and then we'll have a nice railing, so help you up and down the steps. $93 minus 36 would be 57. So we're going to drop this in the ground 57 inches. So we're going to come up here, and this is about 57, like right in here. So we're going to put a piece of tape right here. So now when we're drilling, we'll know when we get about to here, and then that we want to stop. Here's where we're at. We're hitting something down there. I don't know what it is. We're not quite down as far as we want to be. All right, we didn't quite make it down to where we wanted to, but I think we'll be down about 48 inches, I think, after it's all said and done, and then we'll just adjust the top of the beam. Instead of making the hole fit the beam, we'll make the beam fit the hole. All right, so this is about how it's going to sit, so I'm pretty psyched about this. It's kind of off of the edge of the walk a little, so maybe that arm's going to be a little longer. So maybe I'll try to scooch it over just a little bit. But there's some water down there because we have gotten like crazy rain the past few days, or the past week. So yeah, the water table's super high. So, but we're going to put some concrete in the bottom of that. And then we'll, yeah, maybe we'll just fill that thing up with concrete. We'll see what happens. All right, the mixing part is done, and I left some room right here because I'm going to take this guy and cut it in half and then fit it around this and then put some tar patch around it just to make it look neater instead of having a piece of concrete where there's a bunch of asphalt. I know it doesn't seem like a big deal, but it will later on. And once it's kind of worn in, you won't even really notice it. So pretty psyched. So let's check the level real quick. Where is the level? So that's why we put the blocks and stuff here, is just to keep this guy relatively straight. And it could come towards me a little bit, actually. It actually could come towards me a little bit. Just a tad. Oh, it doesn't want to now. No, it did. Okay, let's check it the other way. Okay, let's get... All right, that looks pretty good now. Let's check it one more time the other way, see if we moved it. It's not perfect, but it's between the lines, so I'm good with that. So we're gonna let this dry. We're gonna cut this down to countertop height or bench height. And then my friend made a cap for it. We're gonna put a cap on it, and the vise is going to mount to that. It's pretty exciting. All right, so this guy's all set. He's awesome, he's really sturdy, everything's all poured, it's dried. And so now we're going to set this up to put the top plate where the vise is going to mount. So we made it out of a 3/4 inch plate. So we're just gonna measure up here, like, we're gonna go 35 inches since the plate's like 3/4. So we're going 35 since the plate is so thick. It's gonna bring it up, and then plus everything's just so big anyways, so. And then we'll put it on the back side over here. All right, so I think we got this straight. For some reason, that first line wasn't straight. I think the side of this is a little wonky. So we're gonna have to adjust that other side to make sure it lines up. All right, so we got that guy cut, and so now we just need to make the difference between here. So I think we're gonna do this with a die grinder, with a Sawzall, and this does not look level at all, so we're gonna have some grinding to do. All right, so that's looking pretty good, and we've got the new plate that's going to go on here, so let's get that up there and put a level on it. So we want to make sure that there's room enough for the nut and bolt to come through back here. So we want a good inch back there. So I think it's going to rest just about like that. Okay, now we're just going to try to center this up a little. This match. So this is 4 5/8. So let's call it 4 1/2, and then we'll just add a little on the other end. So that's 2 1/4 plus a tad. So there's the center of this guy. And then this guy is 16, I believe. So the center of this is 8. So we'll mark that. So just to speed up the process. So here's the center and here's the center. And then we'll just wiggle it over until we get it about right. This doesn't have to be perfect. This thing's not going to be going 100 miles an hour or anything. So I think that's about right. So we'll try to get this leveled out both ways. And then we'll go from there. All right, so we cut a little more off the back than the front. And then, so it needs to come up on the back and then up on this left side a little. So I think we're gonna just make that up in the welding process. Get a level, tack it up there. We'll center this up. And then when we tack it up, we'll just tack it up high. And then we'll just fill in with a welder. So we don't have to do all kinds of grinding and adjusting. All right, guys, we're gonna just get this right side to side. And then we'll work on it the other way. We're gonna just hit this real quick with a welder to hold it in place. Totally missed. All right, that looks pretty good. Now let's try this guy the other way. Oh, it's kind of a mess that way, huh? I feel like we're gonna be doing this a couple times, I feel like. Wow. Okay, we're getting closer. Alright, did I go too far? That looks pretty good, so now we got to do it the other way again. Alright, I'm going to tap this with a hammer a little each way till we tune it in a little bit. I think, yeah, this could use some adjusting. All right, that's looking pretty good now. I'm happy with that. It's not perfect, but I mean, let's take a closer look. You guys might have actually a better view than me. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. Check it the other way one more time. Yeah, I'm good with that. So I'm gonna tack it in a little harder, and then we're gonna put the vise up there and see how we like it. Wow, the mosquitoes are vicious out here. All right, this guy is like solid enough to take this. I'm gonna put in one more spot so it doesn't tear back and forth. And we're gonna put the vise up here and see how it looks. All right, well, we got this guy up here. The guy's headed. I didn't want to lift it by hand because it was too much. It was convenient. I stopped at a yard sale and bought this chain. It was right there in the back of my truck already. Spin this guy around so give you guys a better view. So we're gonna have this little hole. There's only 3 holes on this vise. There's not 4, so we're gonna put 1 on the back and 2 on the sides. All right, we're just gonna get this guy in, and then we're gonna swivel it around, and then it should line the other holes up. Set this here, and I'll just move this guy a little bit. He's not locked up. Oop. This has been in my dad's garage for a really long time. It smells like a musty barn right now. Mosquitoes are just vicious. We've had so much rain. You can see, I don't know if you can see them, they're hovering all over the place. So let's spin this guy so he's out of our way. Get this last bolt in here. Hopefully it goes in. All right. All right, let's step back and take a look at this guy now. All right, I'm pretty happy with this. I'm really excited. All right, stand this up here. We're just gonna give it a twirl to see how it works out with the handle. Make sure the handle's not blocked by anything. All right, we're just gonna kind of test this. All right, we're just gonna test this guy out real quick and make sure our hands are happy. I think I might grind these corners down a little rounder, so if I slam my hand against it, I don't cut them. All right, this thing's awesome. I'm totally psyched. So this thing still swivels all the way around here. Let's see if it swivels when it's closed. I think it's gonna be tight. Oh, it just makes it nice. All right, well, I mean, this is basically what it's gonna look like finished. I still need to burn that bottom plate in all the way. But there it is. There's the Monster Vise. I'm going to come back and paint this again too. So I think I'll probably just paint it all flat black. And then after I bang it up, it'll be easy to You know, just touch it up with flat black and it doesn't show that you painted it really. Boom. All right, I'm totally psyched how that came out. I have wanted a vise out in the driveway for some time, and I finally got all the pieces together and made some time to do that, and already put it to use, and just psyched to have it out there. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you next time.